All right, ladies, welcome to collapsing time. Today we're going to start by standing up. Turn your cameras on. Let's see those beautiful faces. Stand up. There we go. Up. Get up, Sarah. I see you, India. Let's go to that, ladies. You guys know how we do this. We're going to dance it out just for a minute or two and just get going. Here we go. Woo! If you've been feeling down today, here's a moment to shift that, allowing your timeline to show up in a new way, starting right here, right now. There you go. Hey, hello time, Vivian, Wilski, Meg, Hatsu, yes, Irina, girl, I see you. Yes, ladies, let's get it. Nothing's weird. That's just a perception. Let it go. Woo! Hey, there you are. So good, Katie. Who else we have in here? Jessica. What's up, girl? We're doing it. Angela, Tamori, Ariana, Kelly, Gabby. So good. Danielle, Christy. Woo! Keep it going, ladies. Yes, you and twerk it out if you want. Hey, there you are. Yeah, mama. My mama's in the house. She twerking, let's go. Hey, seeing how you can use your own energy to raise your vibration here now. We are tired of the old and we are so ready for the new. Yes, put your hands up if that's what you want. Yeah, hey, oh, so good. Woo! Maybe doing the wave if that feels good. And maybe just noticing in your body where you might feel a little stuck. And let's unstuck ourselves. Just shake it out. Shake it out. Maybe using a sound if that feels good for your system. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe one big beautiful inhale, holding your heart for a moment. And a nice exhale. Beautiful, ladies. That is what I am talking about. That is how we like to start our calls. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here. All of you guys, there's so many of you. This is amazing. So today, something about jumping timelines turned you on and you said, oh, fuck yeah, I got to go to that. What is that? I want to learn more. I also have some of my current SHECODE ladies that are in here now, and we've been in a cohort and we've been doing the deep work and we've been doing the thing for the last couple of months. And so happy to have you ladies here and so happy to see new faces and see what we've been up to. And something that's so current and so alive in my body right now is timelines, collapsing time. What does that even mean? How the heck do you collapse time? Is that even possible? Do you even believe in that? We are in a multi-dimensional, multi-perceptional universe, which means we have infinite amount of realities ready to be claimed here now. And we have lived up until this point with every choice that we made. Think about this, ladies. How many of us are on here? About 50? All of us, every woman on this call has made ample amount of choices since the day you were born. And somehow, magically, we all chose to be on this call. So just think about all the choices that brought you to one place, to the next place, to the next person, to this Instagram, to this place. And we're constantly shifting. And something brought us here in this moment to actually be so present with each other. May you put your hands up right now just towards the screen, just saying, I am so here and I'm so present. Because if you're not present, you cannot collapse time. Because you're in your I'm busy mode, I'm in mind mode, and we can't get there when we're here. So maybe with our, little, that's our thing in SHECODE. If you guys, let's sprinkle each other. Yes, this is what we do. Yes, this is our sparkle glitter. Okay? When we share something and we're all like, oh, I felt that. We do the sparkle glitter, okay? So we're here, we are present, and we are gifting ourselves this workshop to receive as much as you need What is meant for you to receive, you will. If you forget, it probably wasn't meant for you. I always believe in that, right? So I'm going to throw a whole bunch of shit down and you get to choose, oof, that lands for me. And you can choose, oh, that one maybe not. And that's okay, all right? So we're going to talk about collapsing time. How the heck do we collapse time? Hands up if you know how to collapse time. Yeah, Suanne, Joanna, yes, Jessica, Meg, Mom, I love this. Do I have any others? Okay, I can't see the others on the cameras. Okay, beautiful. So we have an idea on how to collapse time. Today, I'm going to take us through a keynote. So I'm going to explain to you the 5 main things to collapse time. And then I'm going to take us through an embodiment exercise using breathwork, because breath is the bridge so that we can allow the conscious and the subconscious to close the gap. And then I'm going to open it up at the end of this call. I have some beautiful offers. A lot of the ladies that are already on this call are in it. And those of you who want to join us, we have a beautiful community. So I'm going to leave that to the end. I also have prize giveaways and fun things too. But I'll get into that in a second when I open up my keynote. So put it in the chat. Where is everyone coming from? Where is everyone coming from? Where in the world are you? And if you were to think about this, 50 years ago, if we were to say we could be on a box, like the perception we had was it would be impossible to be 50 women all across the world to be on a box together and talk about timelines. We'd be like, yeah, you're nuts, right? You'd be like, you're nuts. And here we are, right? We've all been jumping. We've been quantum jumping, especially in the last 2 years. But even in the last 50 years, like think about, we didn't even have cars. We didn't even have cars like 100 years ago. How the heck did we get around? If I didn't have my GPS, I would be lost, right? I'm like, I don't know how I drove when I was younger. I used to write it down, or I would print out MapQuest. Did you guys have MapQuest? Do you remember that? MapQuest? I don't know if that was a Canadian thing, American thing. But I would literally print it out. But then if you passed one street too far, you had no way of knowing, and you just kept hoping that you'd get there, right? And so here we are today. Let me just preface by saying that time is not linear. For anyone that thought that time was linear, it does not exist in front of you. Time is infinite, sideways, backwards, inside, throughout. I don't know how, I could give you a million different words on what time is, but it is not linear. And so when we put something in the future, we are creating separation from what is now and where we want to go. And so when we collapse that and we bridge that gap, we close that gap, then what happens? You start to become the thing, right? But it's layered and it's nuanced. And sometimes we feel like we're in it. 2 shakes if you're like, ooh, I'm in it right now. And everything just keeps playing out. And this is so interesting because I'm in surrender. I'm just in my, yeah. And you're like, what is this feeling I have? So there is a method to this. There is a beautiful secret, and it's not new. I'm not the first one to discover this. I'm discovering this, which is why I'm so excited about it right now. I'll mention I did a plant medicine journey a couple weeks ago, and I lost track of all space and time. In fact, it didn't exist at all. And then I realized, oh my God, I am literally in, I don't even know how many timelines. And the only thing that really exists, the truth, is my soul. Other than my soul, everything else is an illusion. And that was freaking wild to experience. And then after that journey, I thought of all my own illusions and all the things I thought about other people. I'm like, oh, they have this and that. All of it was a self-reflection of myself. Everything you feel, the way you perceive yourself is the way you perceive the world. So think about how incredible it is to change that, because your entire reality would start to change. The way you perceive yourself is the way you view the world. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about parallel timelines. That's when 2 people are in the same timeline but have 2 different perceptions. So they could have the same job, do the same thing, have 2 completely different experiences of their reality, and both are true. Also, separation, this is just coming through right now too, is what keeps us from connecting. And the thing is, everybody's perception is so unique, and it changes every moment that there could not be a right versus a wrong. Nobody can be right. Nobody can be wrong because we all have different perceptions of what is. So when you know that, all of a sudden, when you think, oh, I do it this way, you're doing it that way, and all these things, suddenly we start to bring the forgiveness in because it's like, there's no way for me to know what you need based on the life that you had or that you have. And so I'm going to take you ladies through quantum leaping, parallel timelines, collapsing time, and how to actually do that. Yeah, yay, Dominica. Can I get some claps? Maybe just clap. Let's clap and say yay, because it's great. Yay! That's what I do when I'm feeling really down. When I feel depressed and I wake up and I'm like, oh no, I'm having a bad day, I literally put my hands in the air and I go, even as hard as it feels, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so hard to put my hands up, and I go, yay! And I start clapping and saying yay until I change the frequency in which I was in. Why? Because I have the choice to do it. I don't want to walk around my day feeling like shit. I would rather feel better. And I'm not talking about a bypass, right? You have to feel, but you got to move. You can't just stay in it. You got to move with it. Okay. So let me take you ladies into my screen here. I'm going to share this desktop and I'm going to take you through my keynote. All right. And then let me move you ladies to the left so I can see you all. I bought like a 3-screener so I can do presentations and see everybody. There we go. While also presenting. There we are. Can you ladies see my Canva that's up, the collapse time? Yeah? Okay, cool. So let me make it bigger. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready? Let's do it. So, collapsing time, becoming the version of you that already exists. All right. She's already here. She's already now. If you see me looking to the left, it's because that's where I see all you guys. And this is me following the presentation. Okay. So today's flow, we're going to do a keynote talk on collapsing time, which is what I'm about to do. And then we're going to get into breathwork, and then we're going to get into giveaways and offers. Okay. So just so you know what those are, and you can maximize on that now. So the first giveaway will be a 1-month membership to SHECODE Live. Some of you are already in it, so this is for the new faces. So in order to, I'm going to do a draw at the end of today in 2 hours from now. Okay, this call will be about 2 hours. And in order to win, you have to be on live right now. And you have to have your camera on the whole time, okay? We want to see you and we want you to be participating. And then I'm going to put names in a hat, and then I'm going to draw it at the end of this call. The second giveaway, so for those of you that are watching this as a replay, which I know there's a lot of you, this is something you can participate in. And this is where every time you share, I want to hear the good stuff. Like I want to hear like the stuff that came through for you that had been holding you back, a realization, something that's like, your aha moments. If you post and share that you've been on this, letting people know about this, or letting people know about what has been shifting within you, I'm going to take every single time you post your name into a hat, and I'm going to draw that on Friday. So you could literally post 5 times and get 5 names in the hat. Okay. Does that make sense for everybody? Amazing. All right. And by the way, SHECODE Live, again, a bunch of you ladies are already in it and we're having a blasty blast. Basically, it's an online virtual women's community where we have sound baths, breath work, somatic meditations. Like we have unlimited classes every single week. We have live and replays, and we have this beautiful, and I'll tell you guys more about it at the end, but just so you know what that is, what the giveaway is. All right. I'm doing this because I always forget to do this part. So I know now to do in my slide to say something about myself, because sometimes at the end I'm like, oh yeah, and my name is Michelle. So my name is Michelle Argris. It is an absolute pleasure to have you all here, especially the new faces that I have not met before. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So I am a somatic breathwork expert, the founder of Wintuition Wellness and SHECODE Academy. I've guided over 10,000 humans through transformational breathwork experiences. This has been the light of my life. I found breathwork about 5 or 6 years ago, and I've had such a pleasure being able to hold women on such a deep level in so many different ways all across the world. Literally, we are all the same. We all are the same. And when we start to learn that you can use your breath, it actually starts to transform you from the inside out. So I'm literally obsessed. So I've spoken on stages worldwide and in sacred sites like Egypt and Peru. And I love to talk on somatics, nervous system regulation, embodiment, and feminine leadership. I specialize in helping women experience life from the body and not just the mind. And I work in trauma and addiction centers across Los Angeles. And I've created a trauma-informed certification school, which many of you are in right now, called SHECODE Academy, which blends breathwork, somatics, neuroscience, energetics, and leadership, which I can tell you a little bit about at the end as well. All right, so becoming the version of you that already exists. You hear that? Not becoming the version of you in front of you, becoming the version of you that already exists inside of you. For some reason, we place it in front of us. However, the person we've always been has always been inside of us. So sometimes it just takes a really deep remembering, getting all the cobwebs out, all of the mud, like trenching. It's like going through life. It's like we're trenching through the mud, right? We're like, oh, now that limited belief just showed up. And it's like so much noise happening all the time. So when you come back to your body, you come back to your truth, you come back to your subconscious and what's actually raw and true here now, that's when you can actually uncover who you are and what you're capable of, okay? So first things, couple things just in general. Identity creates reality. Identity means who you think you are now. So whoever you think you are now is what is going to create the entire perception of how you live your life, okay? Another thing to note is the nervous system follows perception. So your nervous system is linked to the way you view yourself. So if you perceive yourself as not confident, your nervous system is going to, maybe it's a tense chest, maybe it's shoulders forward. If you're going to do a talk, you're walking into the room not confident. There's limited beliefs happening in your head. I'm not good enough. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm going to fuck up. And then guess what? You do. I worked in television for like 20 plus years, and I used to have this weird phobia of losing or forgetting my lines, okay? It's like, I'm so bad at memorizing lines. Why am I so bad at memorizing lines? And then one day my girlfriend said to me, she goes, Michelle, why don't you ask yourself why you're so good at memorizing lines? And I was like, oh, why am I so good at memorizing lines? And then answer yourself, because I'm fully capable, my mind is clear. And I give myself all the reasons why I was amazing. So guess what started to happen? Well, first, when I said I wasn't good at lines, what do you think happened? I would get on the set and I would forget my lines because I already co-created with that. I literally co-created with the fact that I was going to forget my lines. But when I started to ask myself, why am I so good at memorizing lines? All of a sudden, that confidence, that inner knowing, that trust, which we're going to talk about later too, was so available that I didn't even have to worry about it. I didn't even have to think about it. In fact, I didn't go, oh no, what if I don't? Or what if I do? I didn't even have to think. I just did my lines and they came out of my mouth just fine, right? And so how often, I'm looking at you ladies now, how often does shit like this happen to you guys, right? We create a story of what we think, of not particularly what we want, but we need to start catching those little mini limited beliefs because those are really holding us back. Okay, let's keep going because I get talky. Your body cannot move towards a future it does not believe is safe. So if speaking on a stage, let's just use as an example, feels really scary, right? Your body will not be able to have the capacity to hold stepping into a stage. And so what we need to do, and what I like to do coming from a trauma-informed lens, is taking baby steps. Just because we can quantum leap doesn't mean we want to like jump to a place where when we get there, we're actually not able to hold it. Right? So, oh, I manifested it. It's here. It arrived. And then you're like, oh, fuck. How do I? And then it becomes heavy and heavy and heavy. And all of a sudden you collapse. Right? So safety in the body needs to be present in order for you to move forward or backward or sideways or which way we want to look at this in order to allow that part of you to trust that you already are her. I'm looking at you guys now. Do you guys hear what I'm throwing down? You guys hearing what I'm throwing down? Yeah. Okay. Timeline jumping is less about getting and more about becoming. And I'll explain this to you ladies too when I get into my story about the gym, which I think a lot of you on here, I made an Instagram post about my gym story. Wait, I need to see who in here is on here because, wait, I can only see so many of you, damn it. Anyone, hands up if anyone saw an Instagram post about me at the gym and you're like, yeah. You're like, okay, what the heck is this girl on? What did she do and how did that happen? And literally, I'll get into the story in a minute, but I wanted to put myself to the test because I'm like, I'm going to be teaching this on Wednesday. I literally want to understand what the fuck this is and how it works. And there are some key parts to this, which I'm going to get to in a minute, okay? But it's not about getting there. Because if you have to get somewhere, where did you place it? If you have to get somewhere, where did you place it? In front of you, right? Which means you're not there yet, which means you created separation from you and the thing. Make sense? So, your perception creates your reality. The way you perceive yourself, okay, shapes the choices you make, the standards that you have for yourself, the relationships you choose, your opportunities, your nervous system capacity. You do not act from potential, you act from identity. We move through the world with the version we are now. If the future is our potential us, that's not where we're acting from. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So we want to close that gap so that future version is actually available to us now, and we act through that lens, and that's where the timeline can jump, okay? Is this making sense for everyone? I only see about so many of you on the screen. I don't see the others, but give me a thumbs up. Making sense? Yeah. I see Carla picking up what you're putting down. Yes, choices, India. Let's go. Yes, Daphne. Love it. Samishka. Okay. So your perception creates your reality. So I made this, okay? So to make this easy, there's your identity, who you think you are, and then there's your future self, who you want to be, okay? And then there's this little gap. It can be a little gap. It can be a big gap. It looks linear on the screen, but if we could make a spiral, we could do that too, okay? Because it's not linear. So what is in the gap is time, space, and distance. Basically, that's what the gap is. There's time, so it feels like it needs time to get there. There's space, or there's distance between who I am and who I want to be. Because who you think you are is how you see the world. Whoa. Who I think I am is how I see the world. So if you know that, and you can shift that, you can change your entire reality. Quantum physics, so cool. I'm like a little girl. This is I feel like I'm in a candy store right now. Which candy do I want to eat? Okay. So the gym story. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'll tell you guys about the gym story. I don't know. Some of my ladies might not have heard it, so I'm going to say it again. If you've heard it already, I'm going to tell it one more time. So on Wednesday, I went to the gym. Let me put your faces in front of me. There we go. That feels better. Oh, there we are. So on Wednesday, I went to the gym and I was like, I went to go to yoga and I was 1 minute late. The lady didn't let me in the class. I was pissed off. So I was like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go do some stairs then. Because I don't know. I don't really do the gym. I don't do weights. I don't really know what machines to use. I'm going to do the stairs. And I'm pissed off and I'm walking and I'm like, well, I have 30 minutes of doing nothing right now. I'm like, let's do something with this nothing. And I'm like, why don't I put myself to the test? I've been coming to this gym for 4 years. I've always wanted someone to ask for my number. There's some really cute guys at this gym. I mean, I think they were a little more busy just, doing their thing and whatever. But I've never had anyone ask for my number. And I said, someone's going to ask for my number today. And I said it like I felt it. I felt it like I saw it. I saw it like it was happening. It felt real. Okay, when I closed my eyes and I said it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Back to the thing. And then I walk to another apparatus and I'm kind of like peacocking a little bit. Like, is it working? Is it working? Look, I'm open. I'm open to receive. I'm walking like I'm open to receive. Anyone? Any takers? No? Okay. Go to the next thing. I could do abs on the floor. So I'm doing abs on the floor and I'm still looking around. I'm like, when is it going to work? Like, how's this why is this not working, right? And then I go to the steam room, and then I go back outside. I'm like, one more go. I'm going to go onto the balcony and just sit on the bench for a second and put my face in the sun and see what happens, see who's over there, right? Looking, peeking, and nothing. All right, well, it is what it is. So I go to leave the gym, and I'm like, I surrendered. Nope, I guess that's what it is. And literally, as I'm about to hit my car, I hear from the distance, not even what is your name or anything, excuse me, may I get your number? And I'm like, did I just dream that? Is this for reals? I'm like, hold on a second. And I turn around, and it's literally a gentleman, like huffing and puffing because he ran after me. And he asked me for my freaking number. May we get some sprinkles for that? Not for me getting a number, but may we sprinkle the fact that when you create and change the way you freaking see yourself, the reality around you starts to change. This is what is so cool. So was he my type? I'm not sure yet. I guess we'll find out. Did I say yes? Yeah, because I wanted to graciously receive. And I think receiving is a really big piece, because you could create everything you want, but if you're not in flow, surrender, and able to receive it, which we'll get into in a minute, it doesn't really do much, okay? So that's my gym story, okay? So let's keep it moving here. And I'm going to put you guys to my left again. There we are. Okay. So for example, if someone secretly perceives themselves as I'm not fully chosen, or I'm not enough, or whatever that limited belief is, they may have actions like over-explaining. Anyone? An over-explainer sometimes? You feel that? Yeah. Settling. Oh, I guess this is fine. Right? Yeah, Sue-Ann. Hesitate to be seen. Right? We want to be seen so badly. It's such an interesting juxtaposition. Like, we want to be seen so badly, but at the same time, we're like, don't look at me, though. It's like we want to control how much, right? Then there's shrinking your voice. So not really saying maybe what you want to say. And then there's that really beautiful sabotage opportunities. Anyone feel those beautiful sabotage opportunities? Right? Yes. It's like, I don't want this. But if you say I don't want it, what do you think is going to show up? So start reframing and not saying I don't want this, and start saying I am that. Not I want, I am. Because if you say want, you're creating separation, right? Okay. So not because they lack capability, but because the nervous system moves in alignment with identity. This is an important piece. We wonder why our bodies are feeling off. It's because our bodies are only able to move in alignment with who you are. So if you have limited beliefs that are causing stress and anxiety, then that's what your nervous system is going to know. That's why if you see in your future self a more peaceful state, doing this, doing whatever it is, you have to be able to create trust and safety in order to get there, which we'll get to in a second. So let's talk about parallel realities. Right now we are, I don't even know how many, I can't see the chat right now, but however many people we are on this call, okay? And those who are also watching this as a replay. There are hundreds of billions of bajillion, gajillions, if that's even a word, of perception available to us right now. And the truth is we're all on a call. So this is part of our timeline. We are on a call. But all of us have a completely unique experience to what this call is going to do for us, how we feel on this call, what brought us to this call, okay? So we can have two very different realities happening at the same time, same experience. So here's an example. We put two women walk into the same room. One perceives herself as, I belong here. What would happen? If I walked into a room like I belong here, my posture would change. My voice would be more clear. I would feel really comfortable in my body. My nervous system would be at ease, right? And then the other perceives herself as, I hope they like me. And we've all been in both, okay? Let's just be honest. No one's in I belong here all the time. And if you are, I mean, amazing. Good for you. But life is lifey and shit happens, right? And so we have different perceptions of ourselves. But this is where when we notice that the perception is not supportive, we can change it, right? So if I'm the person who I hope they like me, what would happen? Maybe, just maybe, it's like a bit more collapsed shoulders, a bit of a closed heart. And then think about if that's your perception of yourself. When you walk into the room, think about every conversation you have which can create opportunities in every conversation you have, and how it can completely change the dynamic of your reality fully, right? And the thing is, no one can help you with that. You got to help yourself. Nobody can save you. You have to save yourself from the way in which you perceive yourself. And so, yes, I put that. Parallel reality, perception changes, posture, energy, voice, decisions, opportunities received. When you guys are in it, you know when you just feel good and like you're seeing numbers 1111, 888 and things are in flow? Think about like, I think oftentimes we spend so much time thinking about what's not working, but when shit is flowing and just moving and shaking, do you ever actually note what you're doing that day? What did you eat? Who did you spend time with? What exercise did you do? Where are you in your period cycle? And if you're not cycling, you know, what's happening inside of your body that you need to acknowledge? Like, actually notice what's happening when shit's really working. That's what we should be writing down, because we want to do more of that, right? We want to do more of that. So I want to talk about desire for a second as my hair falls into my face, okay? Desire. Notice how desire often places your dreams somewhere over there. So when you say, I desire, I want the man of my dreams. I really do. And that one I'm still working on collapsing, okay? We're all on our time. We're all on our own time. But think about this. I desire this. If you're putting yourself in the space, the frequency of desire, which is nothing wrong with it, okay? It's beautiful. But if you want something, you're seeing it outside, which means it's out here. What we want to do is close the gap. I am. There's no separation. There's no lack. There's no waiting. There's no distance. So that's what desire can unintentionally reinforce. So just notice your thoughts. Am I putting it out here, or am I claiming it in here? Okay, that could be words like I desire it, I want it one day, right? One day, or whenever you're on something, you're like, I know it in my body, I'm such a yes. And then when it comes to the choice moment, you're like, oh, I can't because boo, 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 and you come up with all these freaking reasons why you can't do it. And then there's nothing wrong with that, but then we loop until we make a choice that's even more supportive so we can jump the timeline and get to the place we want to be, okay? So let's keep moving. Collapse space, time, and distance. So quantum leaping begins when you stop relating to your future self as separate from you. So instead, you ask, how does she think? How does she move? What does she tolerate? And what is she choosing today? Maybe take a screenshot of those questions if you want to work with those after this call. I'll give you guys a second. How does she think? How does she move? What does she tolerate? And what is she choosing today? Your future self, which is not your future. It's you here now. Okay? Think about that. The goal is not to chase her. The goal is to become her. So what I did when I manifested having my number being asked for at the gym, I chased it. I thought of it. I'm like, okay, I did the thing. And then I looked and I was like, looking for it right now, because I didn't trust that the universe will play out in the timing that it will. And that deep trust and surrender is such a key component to allow the magic to actually unfold. So the goal is not to chase her. The goal is to become her. That is a very different energy. Do you guys hear what I'm throwing down? Yeah, cool. All right, so let's close the gap. Closing the gap, the nervous system responds to what feels familiar. So if your future self feels too far away, the body experiences it as unsafe, unrealistic, or inaccessible. So timeline work is about reducing the gap between who you are being now, again, your current identity, and who you believe you must become, your future self. All right? So let's throw this down. What is one limited belief you currently carry? Write that in the chat, every single one of you. And I don't want 5 of them. I want 1. When we start getting too much, then we can't get specific. So we're working on one limited belief at a time. One thing. Let's see. I'm not good at selling. Okay, I am fucking amazing at selling, right? Hey, that's it. Change it. I'm going to disappoint them. Okay, yes, Jessica, not worthy of being fully loved. I'm not where I want to be with my weight, okay? I have nothing to say. I'll be alone forever, too old to start over again. I am unlovable. I don't get that. I'm too old. I can't get my solo flight. I am not good enough. Yeah. Will be trapped by student loans. Yeah. I'm not capable to take charge of my life. It's not important. I'm so bad with remembering names. It's not going to work anyway. I will never achieve my biggest dream. The past is better than my future. Oh, right? And as you guys said that, there's so many of them. I resonate with almost every single one of them, because at some point in time, that little limited belief wants to come in and tell you you have to play small. And when I say play big, that's not ego. In fact, there's no ego involved in this at all. It's just trusting who you are underneath everything, underneath the skin, the layers, like your soul. Your soul came here. And this is something I got in my journey as well. Like, your soul came here to learn. And right now we are learning. We're learning so much about ourselves. And that is so loving. And so the fact that you're even on this call and you're open and willing to see if something's not working and you don't feel good in your body and you want to be open to creating more abundance, more expansion, and more love in your life, then I just want to honor the fact that you're here. And yeah, I could get into that so much more, but I'll stick to my notes, because otherwise I will talk. My full potential absolutely terrifies me. And we're going to get into that. That's a really good one. I think that was India who said that. That's something we're going to talk about in a minute, because when the thing happens, let's say I don't even like the word manifest, because it almost feels manipulative to me. Honestly, I really don't like using that word too much. I just think it's just becoming who you've always been and remembering who you are underneath it all. And it's almost like, instead of going forwards, for me, it's almost going inwards. It's almost like an onion that just needs to be like peeled so you can come back to the layer and the core essence of your beingness, your knowingness. And she is not scared. She knows she can do everything. She is the most powerful, most potent part of us, but we forget because of all the noise, and those limited beliefs come in inherently because of that. Does that make sense to you, ladies? Like, let's spin that around the other way, right? We don't need to go and become something. We already are. So let's actually remember that piece of us, because she knows. You don't need me to tell you on this call. You knew before this. That's why you got on the call. You're like, oh, this makes me remember something. Wait, can you tell me again? I'm not telling you this for the first time, ladies. I'm telling you, you've heard this many times, not only in this timeline, this perception, you've heard this again and again and again, and then we get the moment of choice. We get the moment of choice where we do something or we take a lesson. And let me tell you, when I did my plant medicine journey, I really wish I could have taken the liberation route, and I took the lesson. And here I am, and it's okay, is human. And I guess this is the life I chose so that I can learn and transmute the pain, and alchemize literally the hardships, because my soul is so ready. Can I get shakes if your soul is just so freaking ready to liberate yourself? Fuck. Yes. That's why we're here. Okay, that's why we're here. It's not about what we do or who we are. It's what we do. It's about who we are. It's about that piece inside of you that is just so beautiful. Like, let her know how beautiful she is right now in this space. Like, just feel that in your body, because you are absolutely incredible. Okay. Let me stay on track. So, one current belief. Okay. So we have that. Yes, I feel it too scary. I love that manifesting versus internal remembering. Totally. Yes. So, because you can manifest things that are not for your highest timeline, let me also just throw that down. You could do this exercise and manifest something that's not actually for your greatest timeline. And so, your soul highest timeline. So when you are doing this work, I also want to preface by saying, make sure you're coming from your heart. Make sure the thing you want isn't just something you think you want, but you are. That's a very different throwdown. And when we're diving into this work, ladies, which you guys are, a lot of you are healers, light workers, mamas. And so just your role is so important. And so when you do this stuff, make sure you check your intentions, because we can perform for everybody else, but your soul knows your truth and you cannot run from her. She's been holding you for lifetimes, on timelines, on parallel lines, on all the lines, okay? We can't run from her. So, holy cow, my tailbone got so activated when you said you can manifest not in your highest good. Yes, so we have to be mindful as well. This isn't like a free-for-all, okay, let's just like do all the things and become indulgent in this, I can do anything for myself. It's really checking in with, why do I want this? And is this actually soul fuel? Is this soul fuel? Is it body fuel? Is it mind fuel? Check if it's mind fuel or soul fuel. Yeah, okay. So, I know you guys wrote your own down, which I love, so I think we can skip these, but these are just some other examples, like success isn't safe, or I have to work harder to deserve more. So something I noticed today was this workshop, I barely did any, not sales, but like barely spoke about it. And because of the one Instagram post that I did, so many people started to sign up for it. And then all of a sudden, it's like I envisioned it with my mind. I was like, yeah, let's just trust that whoever needs to be there is going to show. And then as soon as I saw more numbers and all these people writing timeline under the post, I freaked out. I was like, oh shit, they're coming. Can I hold this though? Like, do I have the capacity to hold this? So I created it. Now here it is. Like, can you hold this? That's a part of it too, which we're going to get into in a minute. And I'll share really quickly as well. A really quick share. So when I was working in television, I had booked my dream job. I know some of you have heard this story before, and if not, you'll be hearing it for the first time. I booked my dream job on a television show with actors I had been watching since I was a kid. And I was in my own trailer. I had everything. It was on the Warner Brothers lot. I mean, I couldn't believe that I got it. But I had believed enough to get the role. Like, I trusted when they gave the role, they're like, oh, we need a gymnast that can walk on her hands and talk at the same time. I'm like, that's me. And I knew I was going to get it. For some reason, that inner knowing was like, it wasn't ego. It was just such a strong inner knowing that that role was for me. And there it goes, handed to you. Okay. So I'm in this role, and suddenly what happens? I couldn't hold it. My nervous system was not able to hold the opportunity that was given to me. So I started to get sick. My liver went haywire. My face went yellow. I was projectile vomiting. I mean, it was a disaster. I was messaging my manager in my trailer, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. And he's like, you figure it out. This is too big of an opportunity. Like, you just push through. And I'm like, I'm trying to push, and my body is collapsing, like literally collapsing. And then guess what happens? I get recast. Do I blame them? No, because I was probably, if I was them, I'd probably be like, is that girl okay? Is she okay? I mean, she's got to do a whole season. Like, if she can't do one episode, I couldn't remember my lines all of a sudden. I was so outside of my body. And this is why it's important, ladies, through our life, through our minds. And why body work is so important, because my nervous system could not hold the opportunity that was provided to me, and I lost it. And it was one of the greatest freaking lessons I've ever had. And no, I never got the same type of opportunity again, and I'm sure it'll come in a different way, in a different form that I can't even think of, that'll just happen, and I'll graciously receive it. But now I know, is my nervous system, does it have the capacity to hold? And so that's something that we're going to get into in a moment too. All right. So what if your belief is not the truth? I just want you to sit with that for a second. I don't even want to rush. What if the belief, even the one you just put down, what if it's not true? And what if it's simply just a familiar nervous system pattern that we got used to? This is what I know. And we keep our little limited belief. I'm going to stay here. It feels safe here. It's all I know. It's what I've always known. So to think of doing it differently and being received differently and creating a life differently could feel really freaking scary for a lot of us, right? So new perception creates new possibility. So ask yourself, who would I become without the story? Your limited belief has stories attached to it. Who would you become without that story? Okay. Do I want to get into this? Let me see. Okay, why this matters. If you are operating from an illusion of who you think you are, it becomes very difficult to know what to change, what to trust, where to move, or why you keep repeating the same loops, right? Okay, here's the piece. Here's such an important piece. I mean, there's two more to go. So there's identity, who you are. There's the gap. There's who you want to become. And we close the gap, okay? So suddenly we close the gap and all of a sudden we are her. It's here now. I can feel it in my bones. She's not separate from me. It is within me in this moment. Then what? Right? We wait, like me at the gym waiting. What was I doing? Waiting to see if it was going to work? No. This is where the surrender and trust comes in. So the missing piece is you cannot grip an old timeline, right? You're gripping if you're trying to hold on to the past. Stop chasing, forcing, obsessing, or controlling the outcome. That's so me. Anyone else feel that? You want to just control the way everything works. Control the way we give. Control the way we receive things. So you can give a little to me, but not too much because I'm not ready for it, right? And so still identifying with the separation. So that's also keeping us from surrender, okay? Collapse, illusion, and distortion. So there has to be a collapse of the distance. The distance is just an illusion and a distortion of what you think you can't do, but you can, right? And then embody the reality your soul already knows is available. So nervous system feels safe to hold the upgrade, which we're going to talk about in a second. Does my nervous system feel safe to be handed this massive acting role? Nope. And so quickly, it was quickly in and quickly out, right? But then I've since then have different moments where I've had choices. Like I have been able to upgrade. I don't like the word upgrade actually for this scenario. I've been able to nurture my nervous system so much. That's why I love this work, because I wish I knew now then what I know now. Because I do believe if I could go back in time, which might be actually in front of me, who even knows, I do believe that I would have held that role because it really was a perfect role for me. But I didn't believe I was good enough. That was the belief. Oh my God, they picked me. Are you sure? That was my thoughts. Are you sure? In the table read, I'm like sitting beside like these two people I've been watching my whole life. And it goes to my turn and I'm like, I couldn't even like read the paper. You know, oh, this is where you got to send love to all the versions you've been. You got to send so much love because you know what? God damn, we've been trying our best this whole time, right? We just try our best every single day. But today we have some knowledge. This might be not new knowledge for some of you, and it might be the first time you're hearing it, but I will also say it's not the first time you're hearing it. I promise you know this from like many lifetimes ago, but it's showing up again. Why? Only you know, okay? So we find trust in that and the surrender. Okay, I feel it and now I'm letting go of the outcome. Okay, you have to let go of the outcome. If you're holding on to it, what does that do when you go to grasp and squeeze? You're creating separation, right? The surrender helps you let go of the outcome. But then when the thing happens, and this is the story I just shared, what is the capacity? Can you hold it when it arrives? That's a big question. If you're someone who has a money wound and all of a sudden you make a big chunk of money, what actually happens in your nervous system? Do you feel safe? Is it exciting for a second and then you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh boy. You know, the belief you have around the unworthiness of money. Or what was I talking about this morning with my mom? Receiving with ease. That is not safe to me. I'm like, I have to work hard to receive. I've been earning my whole life. Like I gotta work my ass off in order to receive. And the fact that on this call, I put it out, one post, and it just flooded in. And all of a sudden my nervous system, the capacity actually went down. Like, because I was like, not because you guys signed up. I love talking in front of, I talked in front of like thousands of people before. That's my favorite. But it was, I didn't have to work for this. Are you sure I can have this? Wait, I didn't even have to like privately message everyone to try to join this time, but everyone's just here? What the fuck? And so do you guys hear what I'm saying about that? Feeling ease that you don't have to work hard to receive? That is a belief system that I have been carrying for so long, and I still struggle with. I still struggle with it, but then I surrender and I receive all of you that are on this call right now. I can't even see all of you. I can only see one box. But whoever is here, I thank you for this because you showed up in my timeline because I surrendered. And now I am working on holding this capacity. Okay, so there's different stages. So can we receive without collapsing? If we don't feel safe, we unconsciously push it away and fall back. Capacity creates a longevity. Okay, so let's talk about, okay, I want you to write this down. Okay, this is what we're going to write down. I want you to walk away from this workshop at least having this. So every time you have a limited belief, you're going to go through these steps. All right. The first is, what is the limited belief? What is your current identity? Who you are now. The second is your future self. Who do you want to become? You can screenshot this as well too if you'd like. The third is to close the gap. That's the time, space, and distance between you and the thing. Okay. Then there's the surrender piece, which is the let go, the trust, okay? And then there's capacity. This is the longevity. This is sustainability. So, okay, I made this big giant chunk of income once. Can I do it again? Did I collapse when it happened? You know, how does this work? So creating safety in your nervous system to hold it when it arrives, because it will. So you got to be ready for it. Right? And I also want to name an important piece too is I don't know if it's the word shame yourself, but like, don't judge yourself if you're not getting to where you want to go. Just notice, like that's not supportive. Just notice it, have awareness of like, wow, interesting because I want to get there and I'm here. How may I love on my nervous system as much as I possibly can right now? And also, how may I just love on my nervous system as much as I possibly can right now? And then my brain trailed off. I forgot the other part of what I was going to say. So there's that. Okay, we're going to leave that there. Okay, so write these 5 things down. So how to close the gap. And this is where I am obsessed with breathwork. Those of you who are in our breathwork course right now and becoming beautiful, amazing somatic breathwork experts, you guys are going to be able to help others close the gap between who they are and who they think they should be. And this is a beautiful thing because your breath literally becomes the bridge. And I'm going to explain that to us. And what time is it right now? Okay, I'm going to go for about 5 more minutes. We'll take a little break and then go into embodiment, okay? Because I know mine can only focus myself for so long. So breath is the bridge. So breath work literally bridges the conscious and the subconscious mind, the mind and your body, identity and truth, okay? So conscious, what you think you know. Subconscious, your truth beneath it all, okay? Same thing with identity and truth, that's similar. And then the mind and the body. So your mind, we're walking through the world thinking everything. Everything we bring a thought to. And the intelligence that you carry, your embodied intelligence, is actually in your body. But we think first, and the ladies that are in the course right now, we're doing somatics. We think first, then we feel, and then we sense. And as soon as you start shifting that to sense first, what physical sensations happening in my body, then how does that make me feel? And then you'll notice the story is going to change, because what you're going to receive is embodied intelligence versus a story. And information that's actually supportive for your body to move and make actionable change at the root of what's happening. So, breathwork is not just learning how to breathe, it's learning how to unblock yourself, regulate your nervous system, release old identities, create new neural pathways. Listen, ladies, without going into too many details, I have had severe OCD when I was a kid, and I do know, and it was bad. And then I would have to make patterns and do things in certain ways in order for myself to feel safe. And I believed it as true. I thought if I wore a certain pajama, it was going to make me puke. But I believed that as true. So guess what? My entire perception during that period was, if I do this, I'm going to get sick. And it was real. But was it true? No, because I did that for 5 years and I never vomited once. And I had all these obsessions just because I didn't want to puke, right? And so with breath work, I've been able to recreate, and plant medicine too. I want to also honor both of those. I've been able to recreate the rigid, or not, sorry, I want to re-say this. I've been able to soften the rigidity of a thought that I was so held on to because I thought that that was keeping me safe. And suddenly, when the unconscious comes in and the truth comes in, it's flexible, it's bendable, it's peaceful, it feels amazing. And I'm like, wow, I thought I knew because the mind came in, but when I just listened to the intelligence of my body, there was something so different that was here. Okay? Releasing old identities, create new neural pathways. I said that. Collapsing illusion. Illusion is a very interesting thing, also a big thing that came up in my journey. We are so easy to see other people's illusions and point out, oh, they're not doing do. But can you see your own? Would it be an illusion if you could? No. We live with so many different illusions, and to be able to actually sit with yourself and be honest is the most loving thing you can do. So breath work, super powerful for that. And embody the reality your soul already knows is available. That's what I said earlier. You already know. Your soul's probably done this so many times. This is just a remembering, a quick moment, quick glimpse in time to be like, oh yeah, this, I know this. Okay, so breathwork helps move the stuck energy, emotions, and protective patterns that keep your identity frozen and in the past. So the breath creates movement. Movement creates possibility. Possibility can create a completely new reality. Do you hear why breathwork is so fucking incredible? Yeah, maybe we sprinkle breathwork for a second because it's the love of my life. Maybe that's why I'm single. I'm married to breathwork and all you ladies, right? All right, so the breath strips illusion. It allows you to see yourself clearly. And when you can truly see yourself, you can finally move from a truth instead of a survival pattern. So you ladies ready to start moving from truth as opposed to a freaking survival pattern? Yeah, so good. All right, so I'm going to do, MJ, if you can write this in the chat too, because I'm going to come off of the share screen, but I'm going to leave you ladies with 5 minutes right now, 3 minutes, because I'm actually 3 minutes. And I would love for you to write, who would you become if you stopped relating to your future self as separate from you? Okay? So screenshot this, do what you need, write this one in the chat. Okay, MJ put it in the chat, so I'm going to take myself off screen share. Let me see everyone's faces for a moment. Where are you? Wow, okay. Hello, hello, hello. And for those of you that are off camera right now, I'm just a reminder that we are giving away a giveaway at the end of this call. And in order to receive and be put in the draw, you have to be on camera, participating, and involved in the call. And we'll be doing that draw at the end, okay? So MJ put, who would you become if you stopped relating to your future self as separate from you? I'm going to put a song on for a moment and let you ladies ponder on that, okay? There you go. All right, ladies, I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. And also, this is our break. So if you can arrive back at 10:05, whatever time that is for you. So in 2 minutes, we're going to come back and keep going. All right, ladies, let me turn this down. Cool. All right. So now we have talked a lot about it, and we can talk about things as much as we want, but it's a completely different experience when we actually get into the body and feel it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to teach a beautiful breath work. Okay. We're going to bridge the gap using our breath. Actually, before I continue into that, MJ, may you put in the chat, I forgot to mention off the top, I created a private community group just for us who are on this call. Okay. And if you're listening to the replay and you couldn't make it live and you're hearing this now, you can absolutely join too. And I'm going to keep that open for a week. I want us to see ourselves quantum leap together. I want to hear about the changes and the shifts that are happening for you. Okay. So I don't know, let me just check if she put it in there. So there is, so yeah, MJ, if you can put in the Telegram group and you ladies can join that now, super easy. There it is. The link is in the chat there. And I want to hear, your shares. I want to hear your wins. I want to hear what you've moved through, what's starting to happen in your life, because when we start to hear it happening for each other, it creates more possibility for ourselves. You're like, oh my God, because I was in another group that did something similar to this, but I was not the host of it. I was a part of it. And there was a part of me that didn't believe. And then people were coming in, they're like, I just manifested. And they used the manifestation. I think that's where my crunch is a little bit around manifestation. I just manifested $5,000 and all these things. And I was like, and I wasn't quite sure if I was ready to receive all of that yet. And so being in community and being actually able to watch and hold other people while they're going through it is actually really cool, because it does show the possibility. And because I saw that happening for people, I was like, okay, there's something here. Maybe I'm not ready yet, but I'm like, there's availability, like there's some availability for me. Okay. So, all right. Let me look here. Radiant, heart-centered, and completely in flow. So much abundance, sharing my most authentic self and love with the world, creating a new earth with my community and family and friends, and maybe all of you too. Yeah, I love that. Limitless and fully aligned to my highest self. You have the most beautiful blue light on you right now, Carly. Getting spotlighting Carly. All right. I would be a fully embodied queen. I am. Bogomila. I hope I didn't botch your name. Bogomila. I am a fully embodied queen. How does that land different? I would be created a separation, which means you ain't there yet. But you can be her here now. And so this is where, ladies, check the way you speak. Check the way you think. Check the way you see yourself. Because if you're placing her in front of you, she's always going to be someone to chase. She's always going to be someone to chase, right? Walking, talking with full ownership of who I am. Oh, it feels good. Really seeing my beautiful heart and never, ever again abandoning myself for other people's validation. Yes. So, okay, sharing my medicine and transforming people's lives by bringing them closer to themselves and God. I love this. Okay. What is the opposite of abandon? I will no longer abandon is keeping that story in the field. What is the opposite? What is the opposite? Write that in the chat for me. What is the opposite of abandoned? Choosing. I choose me now. There we go. I'm not going to stop abandoning myself. I'm going to start choosing myself now. Different. You guys hear that? Different? Yeah. Okay. I would feel comforted. I would feel like I belong somewhere. I would feel. Would you though? I feel. Take out the would, the could, the should. I feel comforted. I feel like I belong. I know I belong. That's even more. I know I belong. Choosing, supported, anchored. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you for that. I am authentic self in every space I enter. And also, when we're doing this, again, we see this beautiful creation. We're like, I am this, that, this, and I feel, but then it gets too broad. I want to remind you to get specific. Today we're working on one belief. You guys named it at the beginning. Now, before we get into the breath work, I want you to write it in the chat in the opposite. Write the opposite. If it was I'm not enough, I am enough. Or just whatever the opposite is that lets it land into your body now. So I want to read that in the chat before we get into it. Because I want to make sure we're clear and specific. Because if there's no clarity and specificity, then we're just sitting in, I want to be out, I want this. But there's so much. And your nervous system can't handle too much all at the same time. One thing at a time. I'm not too much. Sarah, even more. I am enough. Or I am, what would it be? I'm not too much. Take out too much. I am enough. I am perfect as is. Ooh, I like that. I'm perfect as is. Not too little, not too much. I am perfect as is. And if perfect is a weird word for you, then pick another one, right? I have so much to share. Yes, you do, Ashley. I'm so insanely worthy of love. Yes, Gabby. So good. I boldly and naturally take charge of my life. There she is. Okay. I'm fully dedicated to my craft. Beautiful. I am safe. Oh, that's one we all want. That is such a huge one. I am safe. What I am and what I bring is perfect. Yes, Michelle. I am young enough to do so. Yes. I am young and energetic. Beautiful. I am living my dream life. Everything comes with ease. I effortlessly attract my soul customers and clients. Do you see the shift in even the frequency as a collective as we start to believe this about ourselves? You're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for all of us. All of us get to experience this because you're changing the way you perceive yourself. And then the way you show up in a space, your presence, your authenticity, not performance. Let me just throw one last thing down. Authenticity is the new highest currency. I hear that, but you can't perform that shit. You can't perform authentically, which is why Instagram's a really weird one for me. I'm like, if I'm trying to follow an algorithm, there's already a state of trying to perform something so it hits. Do you know what I mean? Which is why it was funny. The one about the gym, I was just like, guess what? Something random just flew out of my mouth and I was like, I'm not even gonna think about this. I'm just gonna post it. And that was the one that actually landed. Why? Probably because I didn't filter it, worry about it, think about how everyone was going to think about it once they saw it. I just fucking posted the thing. I just did it, right? Because I've been in the other space where I like spent so much time and so much effort and it looked so pretty, and I paid someone to help me like make it look even more gorgeous and all these things, and I put it out and it's like crickets, and you're like, God damn, how does this fucking thing work? Right? Anyone hands down, like hands up if you are trying to figure out the whole Instagram, how to do social media thing. Yeah. But it's not about social media. It's about who you feel and think you are. That's all. So it doesn't matter if it's fucking Instagram or YouTube or walking out on the street saying hello to people. It's just literally the perception in which you have of yourself, period. Wow. I am right on time. Yes, you are, Danny. I am an expert at this. Yes, Carla. Yes, you are. Okay. So let's bring this. It's 10. Okay, I'm going to do a shorter breath work. I was going to do a longer one, but me and my never being able to stick to the time because it doesn't exist in my mind. I'm just here with you guys. So time and space collapses, right? We're collapsing time as we speak right now. And you guys are going to collapse time using your breath as a bridge, okay? So really quick for the breath work, okay? Couple things. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can. Normally I go into a little bit more stuff, but I'm going to break this down for you, okay? Nothing is weird. That is your perception. If you think, oh, this is weird, or you're judging yourself, that is you. That is not me. I am here like this going, yes, you got this, girl. Like, get it. Go for it. All right? So know that you have a cheerleader on your side who is holding you with so much love as you remove the peel of the onion, all the limited beliefs, right? We're going to focus on one today. But if another one comes in through your journey, let it, okay? You don't have to force yourself to focus on one. If more information comes through, let the downloads come in, all right? And my invitation is to just be open. If you've done breathwork before, every time you do it, we know it's a different experience, a different, sensation, and that emotions can show up. So you might think that you're going to cry, and then you're laughing your ass off, and you're like, whoa, my brain thought I was going to cry. My body wanted to laugh, and this was my release for today. Or it might be the opposite. So not having an agenda on what it's supposed to look like, okay? I'm going to hold you guys for about 30 minutes, and then I'll do a really quick offer at the end because I know time. Okay, so another thing I want to name too is if anyone on this call or listening to this replay has a history of any heart conditions or seizures, I would recommend not to do the active style breath, and I'll explain those in a minute. The breath you will do is a very, very gentle in through the nose and out the mouth. Okay, and you're going to stick to that. And that is also for women who might be pregnant, okay? The two types of breath we're going to do, one is called the moon breath, all right? It has many different names in many different schools, but this is the name we have for it, all right? So the moon breath is in through your nose and then out your mouth like you're blowing through a straw. Beautiful. The second is going to be the constellation breath, okay? This is with the mouth. This is the more activated style breath, all right? So one hand on your chest and one on your belly. You're going to isolate all with your mouth. You're going to start with the belly. Oh my God, did you guys just hear that? Did you hear my stomach? It sounded like a big fart in my stomach. It was like, I don't know. Okay, so belly. Did it again. Chest. Exhale. There you go, belly, chest, exhale. All right, and we're going to continue that. My invitation for you is to keep it conscious and keep it connected, okay? If you need to slow it down, please do that. Just remember that I am your guide. I am not what you need. Like I do not know what you need, okay? So I'm going to invite you with the song and the music to go at a pace and a speed. And if your system's like, I'm feeling so gentle and soft and I just want to do this right now, do that, okay? You know. Tetany, I'll mention as well. Sometimes you can get some physical sensations in the fingertips, or sometimes I get it in my mouth, or you can get it in your feet. This is normal, so don't panic if that happens. If you don't love it, there's two things you can do. You can slow your breath down, but my invitation would be to actually make sound. So nobody can hear you all right now. I'm actually going to invite us all to just make a sound you've never made before. Like do something new and strange, okay? And let me just tell you that I have heard everything. I've heard noises where I was like, wow, that one's impressive. Like I've never even heard one like that before. Sometimes the mind thinks it needs to make a noise in a specific how? Oh, okay, listening to what I say. But if you were to actually listen to your body and go, oh, like maybe that's what I need today, I guess, right? Or maybe it's a shh, maybe it's a okay, so let's just try one together. So maybe closing your eyes if that makes you feel comfortable, okay? We're going to take a nice, beautiful inhale through the nose. And then just letting out a nice sound, something you've never done before. Go for it. Yeah, that, okay? You get to play. Nothing is weird. You get to perceive yourself the way you want as we go through this, okay? And I'm going to love you through the process. So we have, it's going to be about half an hour. It's going to be a quicker breathwork session. You're going to breathe for about 20 minutes, okay? Conscious and connected, and I will guide you through the whole thing. All right, so what you're going to want to do is find a nice, you can be seated, but I would advise for you to lie down to be in full receiver mode. That way your whole body can relax and you can completely be open to this, okay? If you happen to have a bad back, you can put a pillow under the knees. That's always really helpful. I like doing that. A pillow under the neck is not ideal. If you need it, you can, but it's better to be fully flat. That way the energy can move through you. The last thing I want to say too is, and when you make that sound, that should help with the tetany, okay? It'll help, you'll see it'll help move the energy that's stuck. But I invite you to really notice where your body is guiding you, because that is where the information is, and that's where sometimes we store our limited belief, okay? So let me also plug my computer in because it's going to die. Hold on. Where is my thingy? There it is. All right. So just finding yourselves in a nice, comfortable position. We are. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some music going. All right. Perhaps giving me a thumbs up if you can hear me in the music. That's okay. Beautiful. All right. So just allowing yourself, if it feels good for your body, to just find a comfortable position, whether that's seated or lying down. There you are. And for a moment, just allowing yourself to turn inward here in this moment. And maybe noticing the ground that's holding you. Maybe noticing the surface under your feet, under your bum, under your shoulders. And before we begin the journey, just feeling utter gratitude for Mother Earth holding us in this space, no matter where the journey goes. Thank you, Mother Earth. I love you. Thank you so much. And then starting to just bring your awareness to one area of your body that you feel a sensation, a physical sensation that is present here in this moment. Allowing the mind to rest and really deeply listening to the body's wisdom here. And just noticing one area that might be available to you in this moment. And as you notice this one area, maybe describing senses? Like, is there a color, a texture to this one part? What does the energy feel like around her? And may you just notice and witness the body speaking to you here. Beautiful. And just tracking where that's going in the body. Maybe it's staying the same. And perhaps providing more space for this part of you that is showing up, that is wanting to be witnessed, held, loved, seen. Maybe just creating even more space, like a gentle cloud just expanding around this part. And let her know she is safe to be here. You are safe to be here. And from the body, maybe noticing how she feels. Noticing if there's a feeling attached to this physical sensation. And as you bring awareness around how she feels, perhaps asking her, what do you need? And how may it be of service to you today? What do you need? Deeply listening to the wisdom that is showing up for you and through you. And when you have that one word of what you know you need, allowing that to come into the field, it is here, it is here, just listening what word might have showed up for you. What do you need? Don't question it. Don't ask your mind. Just allow, receive, and surrender. There you are. So beautiful. Yeah. And maybe allowing this word to be received in the body, and just notice, do we have the capacity to hold it in this moment at the beginning of the journey? Does it feel separate from us? Are you willing to become it? Do you believe you can become her? She's already you. And maybe bringing that into the center of the chest, just feeling your heart for a moment, feeling the vastness, the unlimited capacity that your heart holds. And feeling that widen and expand. Expanding into the shoulders, expanding into the throat, expanding into your heart, your mind, your eyeballs, your ears. Allowing this love to expand into the belly, to the hips, all the way down to the toes. Beautiful. And with your mind's eye, feeling how much space and time you actually have. The infinite potential. Beyond the roof of your house, beyond the stars in the sky. And may you start to remember who you are. I remember. I am. Beautiful. Just noticing that one part of the body, and maybe starting to take the first breath for her. That's going to be in through the nose, the moon breath, and out the mouth, taking a nice sip of air, filling up your lungs. And maybe a nice audible exhale. There you go. Beautiful. Big inhale, sipping in all of your air. Expanding the capacity, starting with your breath as the bridge. There you go. Good. And then exhaling that out. So good. Continuing this rhythm on your own time. In through the nose. And out the mouth. Here we go. Beautiful, ladies. You're doing so good. Knowing the first 5 minutes are usually the hardest. It's where judgment, it's where the limitations want to come in, and this is where we can acknowledge them. Just notice what's showing up as you continue to breathe. So good. Beautiful. Breathing in all of your air, seeing if you can add even more air on your next inhale, seeing if you can increase the capacity of how much air you can hold. There you go. Just starting with your breath. It's all the micro movements, the micro moments that count. Building and bridging safety to allow that future self to come back, unbecome, and allow. There you go. So good. Continuing to breathe consciously. If you notice yourself coming out of the mind, coming back into your body, there you go, coming back in and coming back to that part of you that asked to be witnessed today, that belief that's been holding you back. Sometimes it feels hard, sometimes it can feel painful, but sending so much love and unconditional belief. There you go, so good. Maybe letting out a nice sigh if that feels good for you. There she is. So good. Continuing to breathe. Beautiful. Inhale. So good. Exhale. Just trusting one breath at a time without feeling like you need to go somewhere. Can you come back? What would it feel like to come back into yourself with your breath? How would that land differently? And when a limited thought comes in, a fear setting you back, just notice, love on her. Send her so much love. She is information. She is acknowledgement. She gives us room to grow. There you go. So good. Beautiful, ladies. You got this. Infinite, unlimited space and time using your breath. Seeing if you can gently increase your capacity. There you are. So good. And maybe it's dialing it back if you need. Beautiful, ladies. Good. Continuing with the moon breath. In the nose, out the mouth. Clearing. Feeling that clearing starting to happen as you move the energy. There you go. Maybe pulling it up your spine. Exhaling that out the mouth. Sending it back to Mother Earth. She can handle it. So good. Alchemizing what you need. Good. We're here for about 1 more minute with this breath. Seeing if you can pick up the speed and just notice. Am I afraid to pick up speed or does it not resonate with my body? You have to try to know and then you can make a choice. If dialing it back feels good, do that. If picking it up feels good, do that. Beautiful. Maybe you want to double time your breath for 10 seconds. You can try it. It's there if you want. It would sound like this. Beautiful. Big inhale, holding it at the top. Big sip of air. Big sip, big sip, big sip. And holding, feeling what it's like in the hold. What capacity do you have here? Does it feel tense? Can you surrender in the hold? Can you surrender? There she is. There she goes. Yes, hold her here. Let her know she is pure love. She is infinite possibility. She is awareness. She is love. Hold her in this. There you go. Beautiful. And if that limited belief is still hanging out inside the body, may you release her with love. Not letting her go, not pushing her away, but releasing with love. We'll do it together with our mouths in 3, 2, 1, making a beautiful sound. Good. Free her. We're going to start with that constellation breath. Belly. Chest. Exhale. There she is. Belly. Chest. Exhale. Good. Starting to build the bridge, using your breath, closing the gap of who you think you need to be and who you actually already are. What if you don't have to become anyone? What if she is you and you are her? Noticing, are we allowed to breathe with that awareness and that belief here now in this space? Bringing safety with every breath that you take. Good. Staying conscious and connected, coming back into your body, staying with your part. Good. There you go. If you've left your body, coming back in, it's where we can heal. It's where we can sit with the truth. It's not out there, it's inside. There you go. May you stay there. May you stay with her. Let her know you are not going anywhere. You're willing to stay this time. Good. I got you. I am willing to stay. I am here. Beautiful. Good. Beautiful, ladies. Continuing to trust in every breath that you have, knowing your body has every answer you have ever searched for. There you go. Feeling the difference between the conscious mind and starting to slip into the unconscious. The information, the truth, the rawness of what is here, who you are, who you've always been, and just deeply remembering, allowing the remembrance to be in this collective space here now. Good. Beautiful. I see you. I honor your process. She is so beautiful. Let her. Let her. So good. Picking the speed and the pace that works for you. If you notice sensations in your body, you're welcome to hold, to physical touch, to tap, to move, to shake, as long as your breath continues. Good. Maybe there's a shake that you need. Woo. So good. Beautiful. Good. Maybe allowing a sound to come out again, a new sound that you've never experienced before. Beautiful. So good. You got this. You're doing amazing. Beautiful. Allowing the medicine of your soul to show up in this space, your presence, your truth. Good. Oh, maybe you want to hum. Good. Two more breaths, and then we'll go into a beautiful top hold if that feels good for your system. One more. Big, soft inhale, sipping in all of your air. Beautiful sip. And hold. Sipping even more if you can. And hold her in this newness. Allowing that future and the past to combine, to merge together as one. Here we go. Good. May you wrap your arms around her. May you let her know she's so safe here. She's safe to be free. Beautiful, lady. So good. Holding her a little bit longer. And all together, we're going to let out a big, beautiful sound. In 3, 2, 1. Free her. Let her go. Maybe sticking out your tongue. Moving the energy. There you go. So good. Maybe holding at the bottom when you get there. Holding that. And then taking a big sip of air. Big inhale. And a nice, beautiful sigh. There she is. Letting her come online. She is available to you now. And bringing that into the next round of the breath here. The belly, the chest, and exhale. All with the mouth going into another round. Belly, chest, exhale. Good. Beautiful, ladies. Keep that going. Belly, chest, exhale. Beautiful. Breathing it in. I am free to choose. I am important, creative, wealthy, radiant, and loved. So good. I know everything I will ever need to know. So beautiful. Good. Oh. Good. And when that trust comes in, where it feels like you're unsure of that next breath, can you chime in and just notice what is the belief that is holding you back from trusting that your breath is your safety, is your bridge to unlocking infinite potential, infinite possibility. You got this. I'm right here. I'm holding you so hard. And I'm also tenderly holding you so soft. All at the same time. You get to choose. Good. Continuing to breathe. Stick with her. She's got you. Stay with her. Stay with her. Keep trusting. Keep believing. There you go. Picking up the pace if that feels good for your system. So beautiful, ladies. Creating more potential, more possibilities using your breath. Here you go. So good. This is your life. This is your life force. May you use it for all good of yourself and all beings on this planet. So good. Using your breath with the love from your heart. So beautiful. A few more here. Beautiful. Last one, sipping in all of your air. Sip her in. Sip in the potential. Sip in the possibilities. Allow them to be here now. Big inhale. Hold her. This is our last big hold. We have one more round. We're almost there. Sip in more air, more possibility, more love, more freedom in your body. Yes, that. Free her. Allow her. Surrender. We need that part in order for the dreams to come into fruition. They are here now. I see them. I feel them. Do you feel it? Wow. Just wow. And when you're ready to say yes, I want you to let out the loudest exhale you have, all together as a collective, holding a little bit longer though. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You got this. Holding just a little bit longer. Feeling the energy move throughout your body. Noticing, witnessing, surrendering while holding the capacity. You got this. We're going to let it go in just a second. A big, beautiful, massive yell if that's available to you. In 3, 2, 1, exhale it out. Maybe sticking out your tongue. All the remnants of that limited belief that no longer serves. Let it go. Ooh, beautiful. So good. Maybe taking a nice inhale. A beautiful exhale. We're going to go in through the mouth and out the mouth. We have about 2 minutes left. This is a more activated style breath, so follow me if you like. Otherwise, you can pick your breath of choice. It's going to go in through the mouth, out the mouth, in, exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Picking it up faster. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Double time. Here we go. We're here for 5 seconds. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Big exhale, holding it at the top. Big sip of air. Holding her at the top. Hold, hold, hold. And then letting her go. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Exhale. There she is. So beautiful, y'all. We're going to go into one final round, picking your breath of choice, getting ready. It's going to be in the mouth, out the mouth. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Big inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that going. Inhale. This is it, ladies. We're in that final minute. Good. Exhale. Beautiful. Good. Inhale. Exhale. All of it out. Double time. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Good. Double, double. Here we go. 4 more seconds. Here we are. 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Hold it at the top. This was it. That was it. Holding it. Sipping in all of your air. Now you get to hold her for as long as you want. You get to choose. And whenever you're ready to let go, you'll slowly, gently let it out the mouth. But hold her for now. You'll be surprised how long you can hold your breath.
Just one step, your head beyond your heart, your hands upon your chest. Hallelujah.
And only letting go when you're ready to. Your soul knows.
They're singing.
emotion, any feelings that want to be here, let her. She is so beautiful. Let that part of you know how beautiful she is. And thank her for the knowledge, the information. Let her know she no longer has to hold that story. I am my new story.
Stop, wait. It's time to feel.
I am co-creating with her now.
It's time to flow. It's all around you. Stop, wait.
Allowing yourself to receive the abundance of love, of energy, this frequency upgrade happening as we lie here in this space and time that does not even exist.
And what needs to be.
Beautiful. I'm going to bring us into this song here as a final few minutes to just receive all the information, the embodied intelligence, the downloads, whatever you want to call it, they are available to you here now. And may you let your body know, I am listening. I hear you, I'm listening. I hear you, I'm listening. I'm listening, I'm listening. I love you. I love you more than you know. I've always loved you through every timeline, every perception you've had of yourself. I still loved you. I've loved you in every single version that you have been, including the one you are now. I thank you so deeply for showing me where I need support. I love and thank you for allowing me to be who I've always been and show that version into the world. I am no longer afraid. I am fearless. I am fearless. I am unlimited. I am right on time. I am my highest self. I am an expert at this. I can speak and express from the deep inner space. I am important, creative, wealthy, radiant, and loved. And I am free to choose. I am calm and at peace. I am fucking amazing at selling. And I serve women in the most beautiful way. I am living in my full potential. I can effortlessly attract my soul customers. I am young, I am energetic, I am living, I am thriving, I am safe. For a moment, just feeling the collective reframe and the shift in the field that is happening in this moment, this space, in this time, no distance between us. I am so insanely worthy of love. I am so insanely worthy of love. Say it if that feels good. You can say it with your mind. You can say it out loud. I am so insanely worthy of love. I am love. How could I not be? I am so insanely worthy of love. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, nature. Thank you for providing this world in which I get to co-create with you. We were never separate. There was never a separation between you and I, nor each other, not our hearts. And today I change the perspective in which I see myself. I choose this. It is a new day, a new timeline, and I am walking the line in this moment, in the now. And I will balance myself. I will hold myself. I will trust that I know when I'm ready. And there's no race. It's simply unfolding. And with this new knowledge, this new information, this embodied intelligence that's arrived for all of us in this space here now, coming back to your heart and thanking her for showing up and doing God's work, doing the good work, God's source energy, the field, whatever you believe in, just trusting you are so connected to her. She is you. Maybe a nice exhale feels good. Maybe you wanna hum. Maybe you want to sing to her in this moment. Maybe you just want to let her know she has always been saved. You got her. I will sing a lullaby to you over and over again, as many times as you need. I will never go away. I will always be here. I have always been, and I will always be. And then gently allowing the love from your heart to penetrate through the rest of your body, grounding back into Mother Earth and feeling that support underneath you. And then just feeling once again the surface underneath your shoulders, underneath your feet, underneath your head. And before opening the eyes, may you take the love from your heart, the groundedness, the anchoring of the earth, and place both anchor and heart and love behind your eyes and see what that feels like for a moment. And only when you feel ready to gently start to flutter the eyes open and start to see presence, awareness, color, newness. Nothing changed but the perception in which you perceive can. And so, what do you want to do with your life? How do you want to move? How do you want to breathe? How do you want to feel? How do you want to communicate? How do you want to walk? And then gently, slowly but surely, I wish I had a whole nother hour with you all. We're going to come back into this space and time that we are. This is dense. It's a little bit denser when we come back here. And this is where integration is important. So we have all this information, this intelligence, this embodied knowledge. And then how do we actually allow that to land into the human body? Because our soul chose to be here and do this and integrate and alchemize and transmute. Your pain is your greatest gift. In my journey, what came through for me was all the people that hurt me the most. I had never loved them more because they showed me exactly where my soul could evolve. And I was like, oh my God, I wish I could tell them. I don't talk to them anymore. I wish I could say, oh my God, thank you so fucking much, because without you, I wouldn't have been able to see this so clearly. You were the bridge between me and my illusion. So thank you. So writing in the chat, how are we feeling? What is here now? This call is definitely going over 15 minutes, so I'm going to name that right now. I'm also going to message my assistant that I can't get on the call for another 15 minutes. 1 second. So writing in the chat, what is here now? Still on call. I'm like, still on call. I knew I was going to do this. Oh, okay, let's see. What do we got? That was so divine. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you, Gabrielle, for being here. Women are so fucking powerful. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Oh, I love women's spaces. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you, Jessica. Peaceful, comfort, peace, serenity, peace. Peace. Peace is the highest form of currency. If you can feel peace in your body and you no longer worry about how others perceive you and how we're going to be received and try to control all these little micro things, you actually start to feel peace in your body. I read something really beautiful. I just posted it on Instagram. I don't know it off by heart. I posted it yesterday and it just landed so well, because when we have expectations of a reaction or we need something, we're external validating, and we know inner sourcing is where it's at. You already know. You know. Beautiful guidance. Yes, I feel much lighter. Merged with her. Yes, harmony between soul and body, a moment of no polarity. How amazing is that, Jess? Bliss and purple light, expansiveness, stillness, calmness, limitlessness, radiating, strong, ready to release, make space, take up space, and be big and be bright and be bold and be brave. Yes, India. Merged with her. Yeah, I merged. I think I said merged. I caught that. Precious, grounded clarity. I am a queen and I serve. That came from my mom, y'all. She is a queen and she serves. Can we sprinkle her right now? She is queen energy and she is serving it right now. Receive, 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 receive. Okay, receive that. Open. Yes. Fuck yeah. Why not? You can walk into a room and you can be. If creating a what would you call it, like character type or whatnot helps you get into a room and be confident, maybe you have to be your inner queen for some confidence. And it's like, I am my inner queen today. This is my queendom, not in an egotistical way, like I am queen and you must bow. That's not the kind of queen we're talking about. It's the type of queen that literally shows the fuck up and literally believes in who she is so much so that she doesn't have to change a thing about herself. She is confidence, right? It's so good. You guys have all the potentials for this. It's so beautiful to see your faces. Okay, so I'm going to open up the call for 2 shares right now from the ladies. And then I'm going to hop into letting you ladies know about the offer that I have. And then we're going to do a draw. So anyone whose camera is on right now, so make sure you turn your cameras on. I will be pulling a name out of a hat, which I did when you guys were journaling. And we'll go from there. All right, ladies, who would love to share what limited belief did you just reframe today? Or what embodied knowledge came through that you will never be able to unsee? What came through? And I know sometimes after breathwork, we're like, hold on, it's still coming through. I don't know exactly how to like say it just yet. It's still like making its way. But what is through? Because the power of your words are going to help transform and transmute this entire space. So use them. If it's, I'm afraid to speak up in a space, be the one right now to be like, fuck it, let's go. Say it. I honor you if that's you. If you want to write it in the chat too, ladies, you can write in anything you'd like there.
Can we just unmute ourselves?
Yes, girl. Hello. So good to have you. Yes.
I'm so grateful. It's such a blessing and support you're offering today. And I just feel like totally in a bliss now. This is like, I was working with a coach today from the MMM with Regan, and there was this like visualizing myself within a month, within 12 months, what have I achieved, and feeling this part of myself. So that was like meeting her when I achieved the goal, with this work and everything. And it was just like I held it the last breath for a really, really, really long time. And it was like, okay, are you going to allow me to guide you? Are you going to listen to me and really merge and really be here, And I was like, yes. So amazing. I think because I did a lot of breath works before, but I think it's the first time where actually during the breathing, the intense breathing, instead of like, we pump our belly and the chest with the air, my body was fully contracted. I couldn't even like breathe in, like I was breathing in, but my body was fully contracted inside and shaking. So that was like a totally new reaction during the session. I was like, okay, let it go, let it go. So amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. Let's sprinkle. How do I say your name? Because I don't want to botch it. Bogumila?
Bogumila, yeah.
Bogumila. Okay, let's sprinkle Bogumila right now, everyone. Let's do a little sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, thank you for sharing that, babe. And I love everything that you were just mentioning. And I love also that you're in Regan's thing too. That's super fun. That's something that I was diving into as well. And it's just such beautiful knowledge and information. And I think as well, when you mentioned like there was a lot of sensation in the body, and it counts when it's hard, like it doesn't have to be hard, but it counts when you feel something and you actually stick with it. It's easy to do things when it's easy. It's when the universe provides us with resistance, there's always information or a lesson or a learning that's there. And so when our body's giving us that and is actually speaking to us, can we take our awareness and put it into that part and actually have a conversation so that it doesn't become so separate? Maybe you can have a full dialogue with yourself. It's so good. Thank you, babe. All right. Anyone else feeling called to share? Normally you guys are all like, hands up, hands up, hands up, me, 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 me.
Can I pipe in? I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Is
Laura,
my headphone
yeah,
on?
absolutely. Yeah, we hear you so good. Hi, babe.
Okay. Hi. Let me land here for a second. Sorry. One of the limiting beliefs that I think that I was working through, which is not the one that I typed in or that I consciously thought I was working through, but was around the ease and that, things come easily and all of that. Even in the activation portion of this session, when you said, because we were getting ready to come back from break and I was laying here and I have my baby nursing right now, and it was like, oh, I'm just feeling cozy and maybe I'll listen and catch on the replay. And then you said, okay, this is actually best if we lay down. And I was like, what? And I just realized that my mindset was it's just always braced for the most resistance, the most strength, asking the most of me, that especially, as a mom, feeling like everything and everyone always wants everything from me. And just getting into this mind frame of, no, things want to pour into you and make it easy for you. And that was such a shift. And I felt that all through my body and so supported and really, really activated, especially realized that was focused in my tailbone a lot, which is interesting for those of you who work with like root chakras and things like that connection. But yeah.
Beautiful, Laura. Thank you so much for sharing. Maybe sprinkle Laura. Yes, and her words. There you go. And yeah, I love how you're naming the resistance, right? We want to control the way we can have the session, or like you thought it was going to be one way and then life like throws us something sideways. And it's like, how do we easefully, if we want to receive with ease, how can we start to become ease now? And that could be just while sitting. Like right now, ladies, if you were to just be like, how could I sit with a bit more ease? What would you change? Like if you were to really embody ease, and you might be feeling that post breathwork already, but You know, like how would you sit differently? Okay, here's ease. I am ease. Okay. When I go to eat my food, am I going to scarf it down or can I eat it with ease? May I take my time when I go to grab my spoon? May I actually sit and maybe a prayer or some type of intention before eating it and allow ease to actually become who you are? Therefore, the perception that you have and everything that you do is suddenly going to become more easeful. Right? That's inner sourcing. If we expect ease to come out from over here, that's not going to happen because you can't control that shit. You can't control anything outside of yourself, right? So yeah, so good. Thank you, Laura. So beautiful. All right. So I'm going to pivot and I'm going to be about 7 more minutes. I'm going to try my best to get through this, but I definitely want to share this with you ladies because we want you ladies to be a part of our crew. So right now, hands up if you're in my SHECODE. I know a bunch of you jumped off right after. Hands up if you're in my SHECODE. Yeah, what? Yeah, there's a bunch of you ladies, okay? So we have created an amazing space, a conscious space, a space where we're doing work like this consistently. And it's one thing to jump on a call and do it one time, right? And you're like, I feel so good. And then all of a sudden you fall off. But it's another thing when you actually consciously are in a community and other people who are working on things and feel the importance like you do. And these are my babies. I love them. And we're in a Breathwork certification course. And we also have something called SHECODE Live on Demand. So firstly, MJ, if you want to put the Breathwork cert, I'm not going to go into the details of that today. That's not what this call was about. But if you want to check out or you're thinking of wanting to become a somatic breathwork expert, our next cohort, our current one is full. The next one's starting in September, October, probably actually late September, early October. Okay. And so you can check that out. And if you want to do an application and just get on a call with me, I can talk to you about it. And right now I have early bird pricing for this. So if you are like very interested, I would jump on this and just book a call with me and we can have a one-on-one together. Okay. Now, SHECODE Live on Demand is something I created for those who weren't particularly into getting certified right away, but they were wanting, let me open this up. Can you guys see this? Wait, I can't see you guys. I need to put you to the side. 1 second. Let me do this. I have 3 screens that I bought. My mom bought it for me for my birthday. My birthday's tomorrow, by the way. Yay. I'm going to be doing a live call with our girls in SHECODE Academy tomorrow morning, which is going to be fun. So let me just make you guys big for a second. There we go, so I can see you. Beautiful. Okay. What do you see as the screen right now? Do you see my half desktop? No? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get it. Okay, let me just do this. I'm going to go to share screens. There we go. I want this one. Boom. That work? Yeah. Thank you, NDIC girl. Okay, so let me move. Oh, it was right there. Perfect. Okay, so SHECODE Live on Demand. Oh yeah, we have this is the offer, and you have to stay till the end. I'm going to be drawing the hat, so I'm going to give my first giveaway. Okay, so SHECODE Live on Demand is our virtual wellness studio for women. So this is a living, breathing space where women are supported in staying healthy, regulated, alive, and deeply connected through yoga, movement, meditation, breathwork, and sound. Okay. So this isn't just a studio. I like to say it's a playground because it's somewhere to come back to be able to hang out with other women, do the thing, and do the work that actually keeps you remembering who you are. So this work is actually really important. It's important to do it more than once. It's important to consistently do it because as when you are doing this type of work that's bridging this collapse and you're actually becoming the version of you that you know you want to be, you have to keep up with that. So after the guy gave me his number, I noticed I started to go back into my old belief system of like, oh wait, maybe he's not going to actually text back. Maybe he just got the number and then I felt myself do that. And then I'm like, okay, I have to go back to where I was and keep believing in that. So consistency is something I cannot stress enough. The environment you put yourself around and the consistency you have with yourself is how you can actually create sustainable change. Okay. So this is for the women who want to feel grounded, energized, emotionally resourced. There's no fix yourself culture. We're not there to help each other, fix each other. We're there to meet each other and just support each other in the space that we're in. Okay. So what we have is the on-demand library. So I have like unlimited. You can get all the replays of all the ones we've already done. So you have my entire library of workshops and breath work and all sorts of things that are available to you, okay? So this is 24-hour support 7 days a week. So if you're someone who doesn't want to be on live and you just want to do on-demand library, you can. And if you want to be on live, you can too. And I'll tell you about that in a second, okay? So yeah, 24 hours of support, 7 days a week. And then we have the live virtual classes. So this is amazing because then you're jumping on like we just did now, where it's like a live transmission. And we have so many of them, okay? We have yoga, meditation, breath work, sound bath, community calls, and so much more, okay? Here are some of our amazing facilitators that I absolutely adore. We have breathwork guides, creativity coaches, intuitive yoga instructors. Here's some fun little tidbits. This is kind of like what happens inside our community. We're always chit-chatting and always sharing all of our wins and supporting each other on our journeys. So you can see, thank you again for insisting I join SHECODE. It's truly helping me start the year off right. It's so slow in my industry at the start of the year, and usually depression sets in, but instead it feels like I'm blooming. So these kind of things are such little beautiful currencies that I absolutely adore. And here are some little testimonials. So we have, I think some of you are on the call right now, actually. I've learned more about myself in the last 6 weeks than I have in 2 years with my therapist. I'm just so appreciated. You created such a safe space to explore. And one of my favorite people, Sarah, who I don't know if she's still on the call now, but she was on earlier. And then here's an example of what we have. We don't have just one class. We literally have classes Sunday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Tuesdays, and also Fridays. So there is lots of, these are the lives too. So you have access to all of these afterwards, but these are all live calls that you can jump on. So we have reset breath and sound baths. We have intuitive yoga, breakthrough breath works, and all of that. So I just want to preface by saying normally a breathwork class is like $33. A yoga class is 33 or more. Meditation usually 33. So you take 3 classes and you're already paying $100, right? But that's not what we're doing here. So in SHECODE Live, it includes 15 plus classes live per month, unlimited replays with breathwork, intuitive yoga, somatic meditation, sound baths, community calls, and as well as the SHECODE chat. Okay, we have guest workshops that come in and more. So the SHECODE Live value, so 15 plus classes, if you were to do that at the $33 times 15 is nearly $500. Unlimited replays, the chat, the guest workshops, total value is about $1,000 per month, okay? But what we have right now, and I have this from the rest of the day, you are the last ladies that are going to be grandmothered into this price. I love how I say grandmothered. So we're going to grandmother y'all into this price of $88 a month. And it's subscription based, so you can cancel literally anytime. MJ, if you can right now, just put it in the chat if you haven't already. The school link, if they want to join us right away. If you feel in your body, you're just like a fucking yeah, just do it. When the limitation comes in and all the things and the reasons why, if it's money, it can't be an excuse because that is so cheap. The amount of value that you are getting normally, this would be so much more expensive. And again, I have our high ticket, which is the SHECODE Academy course, but I really wanted to create a space that was affordable, that was helpful, that would literally have us do the work of collapsing time and continuously being together in a heart space on a consistent basis in community. Okay. And again, you can cancel anytime. So be grandmothered into this monthly price. So once you're grandmothered in, that's your price. And then this is going to go up from there. And then the price goes up by the end of today. So if you want to join, jump on it now. Don't wait. Don't think. Feel. And if your feeling is like, no, thank you, that's one thing. But if your feeling is like, oh, fuck yeah, then definitely come join us. It is a party. It is beautiful. And I absolutely adore. It's like a little family. Like, oh, there you guys are. So cute. All right. Before I get into this one, who do we have in here? Let me see. Sue-Ann, babe, would you mind jumping in? I would love to hear from you and if you're open to it. And I would love to hear, and I'll mute you there. Sure. I would just love to hear, how has it been to be in community with us? And what has SHECODE done? Like, I've had you for a while now, and you've always been such a pleasure to have in our space and in our collective. It's so heartwarming. But I would love to hear from you if you feel called to share. Yeah.
I've always been so determined to get everything done and in such a hurry and neglected myself completely. lived for my family, my children, my grandchildren, and never even looked at myself. Didn't even know what I liked because I would take the leftovers of everything. And in coming to your retreat and coming to SHECODEs, I've been able to go within and calm myself so much that I found myself. And sorry, I'm worthy now. And I'm living my life for me. And it's pretty fucking amazing. That's it.
I fucking love you. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. May we sprinkle our beautiful Sue-Ann right now. Thank you for your words. You know, sometimes these words matter so much to me as well when I hear you guys. You don't always know the impact you might be making. Sorry, I keep looking this way because this is where your heads are. You don't always know the impact you might be making. And when you ladies show up and you hold space for other women, which we're all learning to do together, Sue-Ann and all the other, it's just like, it's the most amount of love you can experience. We are literally all just living life and doing the best that we can every day. And having people to do that with is absolutely priceless. And my heart just expands and radiates so greatly when I think of all the ladies who are saying yes to themselves, that are literally willing to do the work and actually commit to themselves. And Sue-Ann, I've had now for maybe over a year since we met in Egypt, which was magical. And the amount of growth I've seen from you, Sue-Ann, has just been, and learnings I have from you. I mean, it's a two-way street, right? It's like, it's not me teaching. I'm just here living a human experience, trying my best too, and we become medicine for each other. So this isn't just a community. This is really like a family that we've built. And Sue-Ann, thank you so much for sharing that with our group. I love you. I love you so much. Okay, so with that being said, ladies, the last thing I will name, and then I'm going to draw the names out of the hat here for those that are on, okay? With that being said, if you are interested in holding space like this and you want to learn, not only just be in community, but you want to actually learn how to be certified in your embodiment. We do embodiment first, then we get the breath work, and then it's all about sales. So I'll teach you guys how to do sales, all of that, and become friends with that. So there's 3 phases to it. But here you can take a peek at the site. MJ, if you want to throw down the breathwork facilitation link again, so the ladies have that. I'll send you guys an email too with everything afterwards. But here's an opportunity that's presenting itself. You know, we'll make choices. If this was like oh my God, this is a no-brainer, do it. If it's a no, I can feel it in my body, trust that. But don't allow there to be separation between who you are and who you want to become when there's something that's in front of you that you know is for you. Okay? So let's get me out of here and get your faces back in here. Wait, it won't let me. 1 second. How do I get out of this now? Oh, I have to do a stop share and then, wait, there we go. Boom. Yay. Okay, now I see you all. Okay, you be ready? So, reminder, before I pull this one, that if you don't get pulled right now, okay, the first one's for a 1-month membership, all right? If you don't get pulled right now, you still have time until Friday. If you post and tag anything that's come through for you, a lesson, even if you're watching this as a replay, just after we are live right now, you're more than welcome to post and tag me. Make sure you tag me though so I can see it. If I see it, I'll be able to put it into the draw, and you can do it as many times as you want. And every time that you post, you'll get a name put in, so you can up your chances, okay? All right, so here is, it's in the hat. I put it in there, I did it during the break. Okay, so for the 1-month membership to SHECODE Live, do you feel it? Are you guys embodying it right now? Are you feeling the wind in your bones? Do you feel it though? Let's see who really felt this, okay? Let's see. I freaking knew it! I knew it again. I did this with Meg last time, and this time I saw it again. Tony, where are you at, girlfriend? You gotta be on the call. If she's not on the call, she does not get it. Did she get off? Oh, wow. Damn. Sorry, but that was part of the rules. Sorry, Tony. We got to go again. But you know what's crazy? When I was writing it, I was like, oh, Tony's going to win. And then I just pulled it. That's so wild. Okay. So, sorry, Tony, babe. We're going to go. I'm not a rule breaker. I try to stick to the agreements that we make. All right, ready? Ready, 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 ready? All right, feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel it, feel it, feel it. I think she just spoke. Laura Dexter. Is Laura on here? Where is she? Hey, yeah, she's on here. Okay, Laura. Hey, maybe sprinkle Laura right now. She gets a whole free month of SHECODE Live. So good. I also want to name that if you sign up today and you do the posting on Instagram and you win, I will give you your money back. So don't worry about that. So definitely still, if you want to join, come join us, ladies. Just try it even for a month and you're going to love it and you're going to want to stay. I promise. Our ladies just stick together. We're just like, this is so fucking good. It's like medicine every single day of the week. So without further ado, however you close up a call, I love you. Thank you for showing up today and doing this beautiful work with me. Thank you for the reframing of what has been holding us back, yeah, and the possibility of where we can go when we close the gap. And so I am sending you so much love. Those that are watching the replay, so much love. Those that are in SHECODE Academy, so much fucking love. I love you guys so much. And for those of you that are going to be joining us, my heart is so open, so full, and so excited to spend more time with you. And I'm wishing you all the most epic, beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. All right? Mwah. Bye, ladies. Have a good one. Yes, sprinkles.